RF signals versus audio signals, they're actually all similar in that they're waves. What's different about them is the frequency. So audio signals are things you can hear with your ears, right? They're audible, so anywhere from maybe 20 hertz or 20 cycles per second up to like maybe 20,000 hertz, depending upon how good your ears are. And then RF signals are things that are higher than that, typically above 20,000 hertz or 20 kilohertz, even up to a terahertz. And then the different wavelengths, they're going to be a lot longer wavelengths that you can hear versus really small wavelengths that are millimeter wave or centimeter wave types things and really high frequency RF signals.
Audio signals by their very nature are physical. They transmit from my mouth to whoever's listening to this video. Obviously, if you were here in person, it would be an analog signal from my mouth to your ear. But now that you're listening to this on video, the signal obviously has to get digitized, sampled, and then reconfigured into an audio signal as it passes through the camera to the digital circuitry that transmits it and then back to your ear. Looking at that signal path from my mouth to the microphone of the camera that I'm talking into, once that signal gets into the microphone acts as an analog to digital converter. So there's a vibrating ecosystem within the microphone that takes that analog signal and turns it into a digital signal. So the digital circuitry takes that 0 to 20 kilohertz signal and puts that into a 0 to 20 kilohertz digital signal. And then to transmit it within the electronic circuits, modulates the signal, whatever frequency range is needed to transmit it through whatever protocol is on the digital side of the system. Audio, sinusoidal, we hear it, digital ones and zeros. On the RF side, typically what you do is you take those ones and zeros and turn it into an RF signal to put it onto a RF carrier. Instead of using the microphone on the camera as the analogy, think about your mobile phone. Audio turns into a digital, turns into an RF signal that gets transmitted from your mobile phone to a cell phone tower. While they're all electrical signals, there's unique parameters to audio, digital, and RF that have to be understood to make our everyday telecommunications work.